So we're here at Some Peaks with my friend Anton. He's bought the Air Lite and I've got my Leatt 5.5. So today we're going to do a review. We're going to talk about the history of these. We're going to actually look at them, see what the differences are. We're going to do positives and negatives, but we'll swap. But before all that, we're going to have a race to put them on. So, ready, set, go. Oh, you fed it, like you say, second time. I think you got to like put it inside.
Yeah,
right?
this works better for me when it's under this. Yeah, this feels better.
Yeah. All right, let's go up. We'll talk about the history of these, and then let's have a closer look at them and see what the differences is. So, the history of Leatt, Dr. Chris Leatt, in 2001, sadly, saw his friend die of a neck injury. And then he spent the next few years developing the neck brace, and then got it patented in 2003 and released it in 2004. I guess the difference between the Leatt and this one, Chris Leatt went at this from a medical point of view, and it definitely feels like that with the brace on.
The guy Brandy Sheeran, who founded that in 2009 and then released 2011. He was a professional racer himself, and he kind of struggled with the existing neck braces, I guess, from Leatt that he wore.
None of these braces have any studies that say they are 100% safe.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at the actual shape. They're pretty much identical, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, this one has lots of leeway, right? You see, it's quite flexible.
Oh yeah.
Flexible, super flexible.
And what about the edges? Like, let's swap this in. Oh, this is far more flexible. So overall, they're basically the same, but...
This is much heavier though.
Is it?
Yeah, this is lightweight. This is half the weight. It feels like.
Let's swap. Let's do it right down and see what we think the difference is. It's not a fat fit at all, is it?
Yeah, you're completely stuck now. I don't know what you've done. I may have looked like a pro when I've done it earlier.
You actually look really... that's actually so impressive. Well done. Okay. Yeah, clip it on the side.
There.
I guess already, like, that is better to put on.
Yeah.
For sure. This one already feels way smaller, like I barely notice it's there. But let's see how you... Let's go down.
Yeah.
See how it feels.
Fucking hell.
All right, so first impressions.
So I know what you mean now. While I ride, I always bump into the brace.
And I gotta say, this one, it really, like, I actually know it's there when I go right back.
Yeah.
But wearing it, it's much nicer for a rider. This has been designed for riders. That is like wearing my neck brace when I break my neck.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know it's there, you're restricted.
Yeah, just from a feeling, this tells me, okay, if I crash, this is maybe going to protect me more, because it sets in much earlier than this one. It really got a bit annoying just now, and we're not on the black one right now.
No.
Where I would need to look up way higher while I'm going down. So yeah, that was more comfy yesterday.
So I think we're kind of already decided. Has the adjustability made any difference?
Made a difference. I felt it on the blues, but now on this one, it's quite much steeper, and I really notice when I bump into it in the back a lot.
Riders up.
I don't really care anymore. Like, I'm getting used to it, so it's not that bad. That's my issue. If I were to go down, I'm going to crush my teeth against that, because my chin's not going to stay here unless it moved weirdly, and then it's going to stop here.
Put your helmet on and try and do that though.
Wanted it to. Now if this happens, my chin is already below that thing, and my head's going to go further, and then my teeth are going to crush into this.
Interesting.
Yeah. But in the back it still touches there.
But with this, your chin is just going to hit that. Okay, we've been riding with these for most of the day, and now sort of the final thoughts. But first of all, we're going to have a race to take them off. One, go.
I think the straps are optional, right? You could keep them on.
Yeah, and not like if you were racing to take them off, much better. Okay, so let's start with the positives. So for the Leatt 5.5, so that's a large and extra large. Positives.
I felt safer in those. So generally the adjustability is great. Like there's lots of positions you can put the front and the back in. And yeah, I guess that's all it. It feels rigid, but it's still flexible to some extent.
Yeah, certainly I felt that you feel safer because you're not moving as much. And then it does have those different adjustments for sure. In terms of other positives, I can't really think of any. The positives of this is definitely built for riders. Like this is so much more comfortable to ride. I really do like the $300 price point as well. That is $600.
Yeah.
So yes, this is the Air Lite. It had a few less things in the Air, bit of adjustability, but there's a price point.
I guess the most positive for most people is I wore this the whole day yesterday, and if you ask me did I wear a neck brace yesterday, I just don't remember because it didn't feel like it.
Yeah. So, okay, what about the negatives?
Well,
price point for
again,
that,
yeah,
sure.
price point for sure. This one I constantly feel on the race track, but it kind of reminds me that I'm safe. So that's two sides.
And then we said one of the negatives that we thought is the back, right? So if you had an incident where let's say you did a backflip, you went over and hit the back of your head.
Yeah.
Like I know they would say it breaks apart, but this one as a whole is far more flexible.
Yeah, and like if you have that fall, your bones from your neck, they're just going to be here in between, and this is probably going to snap off. This is very flexible. The other thing is the chin, right? If I go down, my chin is in between there. I feel like if I would crash to the face plant like you did for your broken neck.
I would say a negative of that, and this is something that I think needs to be talked about, is that is done, the testing for that is done by a Life mod, which is a computer simulation. And Anton has worked in tech all his life, and he knows a lot about the ins and outs of good software development. So could that be trusted? I don't know. So I'd say that's a bit of a negative for that. For the positive of this, Dynamic Research was a third-party company, a dynamic research lab that they used to test this with a dummy. So I would be more confident in the testing of this than that. So whilst that does feel safer, I'd be more confident in the testing of this. And so I think the brands should get together and give us something that is a like-for-like test, because there are no real-world studies. All we are looking at is the EMS study. And I guess the final question is, which one would you wear for the rest of the day?
Because I don't ride that much. I'm like, whenever I ride, I want to feel super safe. This would be for me. I would still ride in this, but today, let me finish the day.
I'd ride that for this year, but I would ride this longer term, because this is a real rider's neck brace as much as and the price point as well. Something has to be said to Leatt. Why are these two, which pretty much look exactly the same, one is double the other? So that's a honest review from absolutely nobody.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Or nobodies, we don't know what we're doing. But yeah, I guess we'll go down the bottom. I'm going to wear this.
Let's go.
And you're going to wear that. Cool. Thanks for watching.